Non, il y a quelque chose qu'il faut utiliser de chien. Parfait. Oh, il a senti que j'ai utilisé ma manette. Normal.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and the mutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Dorani? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Persuasion, stealth, siege draft. Ça veut dire que je vais être un gars pas mal plus sneak qu'autre chose. Persuasion, stealth, sage strength. Ça c'est juste pour moi, ça c'est mage. Ça c'est une sorte de rogue. Ça aussi. Lockpicking, detect hidden. Sûrement ça que je vais prendre. Véranie. Dead. Rien.
A Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape, though, all things considered. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
They're all over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha! Stay away! No child of God shall escape.
Help! Anybody!
Let's see what you do.
You! Up there, please help me! Please! More mortals. Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
What about that to me?
You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
What is that, Joe?
Why, you don't know? Oh, perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemies of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland, not even during the invasion. I don't know why they are here. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him.
Who is Ujias?
Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! Let me get this door, and we can be on our way. Right this way. You go first. This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Okay.
in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful. Wait! Do you hear something? More Tuatha!
God seeks your sacrifice.
It's time, mortal! You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it? Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. Go, go!
Okay. Non, c'est pas ce que je veux.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed... more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Mistake of the gods, easily corrected. Look at the mortal vermin scatter.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you?
Oh.
They've completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path. Not more spiders. Burn them. Burn them!
There we go.
Hurry! Get out of here! Die, Twatha bastard! Wait, you're not one of them. Ansel, yet alive! And who's this? That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. What? Ah, plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal. Leather armor is thin. This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
I need more help.
There's nothing more I can do except to stay here and slow down the Tuatha. But this is the armory, after all. Check the chests. We might have a few things that would fit you. With luck, I'll see you on the outside. I'll see you on the outside. A simple cloth frees your body and mind.
C'est la même affaire les deux.
That's why mages prefer it.
Résolution. Holy shit, ça tombe un lourd D8.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you You're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another.
What's going on?
Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Where are we?
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway.
I got most
Of course you
questions.
do. Please, we must hurry.
Fey.
The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone.
My
I
dad.
wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right.
At that
You
joke.
don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well? The
Tuatha.
Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn.
Okay, I'm ready.
Good, we can't waste time.
I will stand fight.
Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're fascinating, simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the...
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive! Go! Go!
Je passe à travers eux. Comme s'il n'y avait rien. C'est comme, ok, dude.
Your telling ends here. Time to perish, mortal. Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart! The gods!
Ja. Ah, c'est pas le bon piton que j'ai pris. Là, ton tour. J'avais oublié, il y a des spéciales dans ce jeu-là. Fuck! C'est devenu, viens me niaiser, tabarnache, la manette tombe. Ah. Dispelling, lockpicking, persuasion. Je vais monter ça. Finis. Shadow Flare. Recul 5 points, Infinesse, habitué. Recul Mastery Longbow. Je voudrais 5 points.
I told them we needed more guards.
Ah ben oui, je peux aller dans l'eau. peux pas rien faire dans l'eau. Rien. What the fuck? Je sais pas. J'ai juste entendu bouger, puis c'est tout. Non, j'entendais à moitié pas. D'innocent, parce que comme c'est dur. What the fuck? The fuck? Displaying skill. Ah. Merde, je suis supposé avoir autre chose sur ça. Je me fous carrément. Ah, c'est tellement pas la même affaire, le jeu-là, crif. Faut que je m'habitue. Il faut dire que ma carte sur carte est ouverte, mais pas ouverte. Non. Aïe aïe, je suis en train de me dire que les températures ont fucké encore.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
What are you doing here?
When I saw you with Edsel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
Who did you report
I
to?
promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime.
Je get out of here now.
Thank you, thank you. Here, take this. It's the pay for my last report. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm going back home to Odessa.
Okay.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
What a fate we were.
Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things.
Yes, send me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
What do you know about Ugas?
When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that.
Child?
You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
I should walk up in the tower.
You're the one. Then that means... it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Try this one!
So, you've come to die.
What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know, I just did it.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Do you already see that?
It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
This is why others sent me.
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Fine, show me fate.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much...
You can see my fate.
Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just... missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Oh. Alright. Dommage résistance wall dodging, piercing damage, ranger attack. What did you see?
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you.
What does this
It
mean?
could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. What could this all mean?